Okay. Good morning, everyone, from the very dark room. I'll just put the fairy lights on before the light gets in. Okay. At least it gives slightly more. Not really, does it? It doesn't really give much more light. Okay. So, yeah, it's Thursday, and we're going to do the same style, the same format as the last few days, which is to start with a centering and then move into some breathing and meditation and then do some wake-up yoga. I think maybe we'll try to do a little more yoga today, a little more movement. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works with the timings. Okay, so same as always, try to find a comfortable seated position this morning so that you are sitting up nice and tall, elongating the spine. You can use a bolster or a block or just sit on the floor, whatever you prefer. And then take a few rolls of the shoulders. Inhale, roll them up. And exhale them down and back. And again. And one more. And just relax the shoulders down. And close your eyes. And take a few deep inhales through the nose, with exhales sighing or blowing the air out of the mouth. And just do that as many times as you need. And then from here, when you're ready, just let your natural breath take over again. Notice your breath. And then start to notice the quality of your mind this morning, whether it's quiet or if it's already busy. And as always, whatever you notice, just notice without judgment. And notice how you woke up feeling this morning. And again, there's no need to judge, to label this as good or bad, any feelings that you notice. Just allow them to be. And check in with your body. How is your body this morning? How did you wake up feeling physically today? Again, just observe, no need to label. And from here, come back to your breath. And again, just settle into noticing your breath. Notice that inhale and exhale. And if you'd like, you could move into pranayama or yogic breathing. Or if you prefer to stay with the natural rhythm of your breath, you can do that. And again, just be with the breath. Notice as you inhale and then as you exhale. And in a moment, we're going to take a few minutes to just be in quiet meditation. And again, one of the most foundational options for meditation is to simply follow the breath. And then anytime that thoughts find you, just gently allow them to pass. If you get dragged away by any of them, just come back to your breath when you notice. And again, there's no need to judge yourself if you get pulled away by thoughts. This is the nature of practice. This is why it is a practice. Meditation is not perfection. It's a practice. Okay. So let's take that time now to come into quiet meditation. I see the cat behind me, so I'm going to let her in. And when you're in this meditation this morning, you're welcome to use any other meditation techniques that you might prefer. If you prefer to do a mantra meditation or anything else that you might use, of course, feel free to do that. This is just a few minutes together to center before we begin the day. So taking the time now, coming into whatever meditation practice you prefer this morning. Let's begin. Okay, so just notice how that was for you. Whether it was easy to go into a quiet space, whether your mind was racing around. And again, everything's okay. It's all just experience. And then draw movement back into your body if you haven't already. So just start to stretch, roll around, do whatever you need to do for you. Okay. I know we've done a lot of standing yoga in the mornings this week, but I mean, we did it the first 2 mornings this week anyway, but I would like to come up to standing again. So just take the next minute or so to just gradually make your way up to standing, and just take your time coming up. Really, as always, just stretch out along the way, be expressive, be creative. There's no right or wrong way to come up to standing. Just whatever feels good to you right now. Okay. Once you've come up to standing, take the feet slightly wider than hip distance. Make sure the toes are squared forward. Even take a moment to look at your feet, because sometimes we have these habits where we might have one foot slightly further forward without even realizing it. Just check it out. Take a look at your feet. Ensure again that they're at a hip distance stance, squared forward, or slightly wider than hip distance stance, squared forward. And then take an inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale them down and back. And again. And one more. And then this time when your shoulders come back, I want you to interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw down through the arms. So you're opening up through the chest. Chest is popping forward. And then from here, we're going to take an inhale. And then exhale. Put a slight bend in the knees and hinge forward from the hips. Hang the head. Let those interlaced fingers hang back and away from your lower back. And then take your hands down toward your lower back, straighten out through the legs, and then unwind the arms and reverse the swan dive up to the sky. Okay, and then exhale, release your arms all the way down to your sides. Okay, now we are going to come into our Hara twist. So that Hara breath is that inhale through the nose and that exhale, ha. So we're exhaling out the mouth for that. So we're just going to let the arms be nice and loose and nice and floppy. And we're going to take a big inhale here. And then we're going to exhale, ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 Keep it going. Deep breaths. Keep it going. And then start to slow it down. Gradually swing all the way back to center. All right. And then from here, bring your feet, actually keep them at that slightly wider than hip distance stance, but just ensure again that the toes are squared forward. And then we're going to take an inhale, lift up through the arms. And then exhale, release the right hand down into your waist, in and up under your ribs. Inhale, left arm comes up. And then exhale, we push in and up under the ribs and we tip across to the left. Oh, getting on that nice side stretch. And then inhale, lift back through center. And exhale, we release to the other side. Press in and up under the ribs. Inhale, lift. And exhale, take it across. Inhale, up through center. And then let's interlace the fingers above the head and take the hands behind the back of the head. So we're just doing our usual little neck stretch here. So we interlace the fingers behind the head. We inhale, standing up tall. And then exhale, tuck the chin in toward your chest. Let your elbows fall down toward the sides of your head. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, turn to peek under your left armpit. Inhale back through center and exhale right. Let's take one more to each side. So just remember that the spine is nice and straight. It's just the neck tipped forward. So we're going to inhale at center, exhale left. Inhale center and exhale right. And inhale center, and we start to lift the head, lift the heart, lift the arms, stretch it up. And then take your hands out in front of you, make 2 stop signs, and just gently pull back over the front of the left palm, pushing out through that wrist. If you get pins and needles in your wrist, just don't pull back quite so far. And then release and pull back over the knuckles. And we do the same to the other side. Stop sign, pulling back. Fingers tipping down, pulling back over the knuckles. And we gently release, give the wrists a little shake out. Okay, and then we're going to start to go into some harder things, hence the hair is going up. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is step up toward the front of your mat if you're not currently there. And we're going to just take one last little warm up for the back and then take it up a bit more. So actually I'm going to face this way. So bring your feet to hip distance now, rather than wider than hip distance, near the front edge of your mat, maybe 6 inches to a foot from the front edge, okay? And then we're going to take an inhale, lift through the arms. And then exhale, swan dive, hinge forward from the hips. Hang the head, hang the arms. And exhale, start to bend your knees and curl into a little ball. Inhale, take the fingertips to the shins, roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. So we come into a flat back with straight legs. Inhale there. Exhale, bend your knees, curl down and round. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, roll the shoulders back, flat back, straight legs. And exhale, bend your knees and round. One more. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, flat back, straight legs. Exhale, bend your knees. Take your hands down to the ground now. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And then you're either going to bend your knees and hop back into a plank or step back into a plank. So we're push the floor away, shoulders in line with the wrists. Pull up through the core. And then exhale, send it back to a downward facing dog. So we roll the shoulders back. Breathe. Take that dog for a very brief walk. So you just bend one knee and then the other, walking it back and forth. And I know I'm a bit shadowy there, so I'm going to try to see if I can do anything about that. Okay. Again, I don't really like to put the curtain down at the start of the morning, even though it does create that bit of backlight. Okay. Now push back into your downward dog. Take a breath here. And then inhale, roll forward into that plank. So shoulders back in line with the wrists. Exhale, take your knees down, roll your bottom back towards your heels. Come into a child's pose. Bring, again, the bottom back to the heels, belly over or between the thighs, forehead down. And then inhale, look up at your hands. And then we're going to use the strength of the arms here. We're going to bend the elbows, and then we're taking the chin down. So it's half of a chaturanga. We take the chin down, chest, and then roll up into a cobra. But as always, in cobra, we're not locking out the arms. We're rolling the shoulders back, keeping slightly soft elbows, opening up the chest into that king cobra. And then exhale, curl your toes under behind you, send it back into that downward dog. Take a very brief walk of that dog again. I want to make it lighter. Okay, and then we're going to make a little sequence out of that just to get the heart rate up, okay? So from there, we take it back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend the knees. Roll the bottom back. Come into child's. Inhale, look up towards your hands. Bend your elbows, half a chaturanga, chin, chest, up into king cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's. Inhale into that half chaturanga, into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, child's. Inhale, looking forward, bend the elbows, chaturanga, cobra. Exhale, down dog. We're going to take a couple more sets. Inhale, let's do it in Sanskrit, Palakasana. Exhale, Garbhasana. Inhale, Ardha Chaturanga into Bhujangasana. And then back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. It takes longer to say it. One more. Inhale, plank, shoulders in line with the wrists. Exhale, bend your knees, bottom back child. Inhale, engaging the arms. Chin, chest, up, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Okay, now just if you need to make any adjustments to your hands, please do. Keep the fingers spread out nice and wide. Take that pooch just for a very, very brief walk. Okay, and then push back into your full expression of your downward facing dog. And then inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, pointing your right toes over to the left side. Opening that hip, cocking the leg. Inhale, straighten that leg back up to the sky. And then we're going to exhale, take your right big and second toe, hook them over your left heel. And then we come forward into a three-pronged plank. Squeeze the legs together. Send the hips back. Inhale, lift that right leg up. And then exhale, bend the right knee into the chest. And I want you to float that foot forward. And you're going to come into a lunge, bringing the fingertips either side of that front right leg. So knee in line with the ankle and belly and chest on the inside of that right leg. We're going to take an inhale here. And then exhale, gently drop the back knee. Toe the left leg back as far as it will go. Push through your right foot. And then I want you to pull up through your core. Inhale, lift the arms up. Draw the palms together. High namaste. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips, send the pelvis forward. Open the chest up to the sky. Coming into a crescent lunge. And then inhale, forward. Exhale, release down. And we're going to curl the left toes under again. And you're going to pop up onto that leg. Push your left hand down against the ground, either flattening it out like a pancake, or you're going to bend or make a fist. And then inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, take your right hand to your right knee. Turn to square forward. Draw your left hand also up to that knee. Roll the shoulders back. Open up through the chest, tractioning through the spine. And then keeping that strength through the leg. So you want to keep your left, you're on the ball of your back left foot. You've got the right knee in line with the ankle, pointing to the second toe. Take the arms away. We keep that leg bent. Inhale, swing the arms up into the sky. Sink the shoulders down, open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, let's go for that little warrior one twist. Take your right hand toward the back of your left thigh, turning to look past that right shoulder. Inhale, take it all the way back up through center. And then exhale, I want you to fold forward and take it back into a plank. Right foot coming back. So then we've got the shoulders back in line with the wrist, squeezing under the armpits. Pull up through your core. Exhale, knees down, child's. Inhale, look up towards your hands. And we go for that half a chaturanga, chin, chest, up, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Okay, set up your down dog however you need so that it feels stable. And then take an inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend your left knee, pointing your left toes over to the right side, opening through the hip, through the groin. Inhale, lift it back through center. And then exhale, you're going to take your left big and second toe, hook them over your right heel, and then you come forward into that three-prong plank. Squeeze the core together, squeeze the legs together, pull up through the core. Breathe. Send it back, inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee into the chest, float the foot forward, and then we're going to come into that lunge with the left foot forward, okay? So we've got the left knee bent in line with the ankle, roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest, take an inhale here. And then exhale, drop that back right knee down, toe the leg back as far as it will comfortably go. We push through that left foot, pull up through the core. Inhale, swing your arms up into the sky. Draw the palms together if the body allows. Inhale, high namaste. Exhale, send the hips, send the pelvis forward, opening the chest up to the sky. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, take your hands down, curl your right toes under, lift it back up, and then you're going to either spread the right hand out against the ground or make a fist with it against the ground, and then inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, take the left hand onto the left knee, push through that left foot, square forward, right hand also coming up. You're going to push the hands against the knee, open up through the chest, tractioning through the spine. And take your hands away, swing them up into the sky, sink the shoulders, square the chest and the hips forward, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one, inhale. And then exhale. Take your left hand down to the back of your right thigh. Turn to look past that left shoulder. Inhale back through center. And then this time, actually, how much time do we have? Can I push you through? Yeah, I can push you through. Okay, we're going to exhale, hinge forward from the hips, take the hands down, and then come back into plank again. Shoulders in line with the wrist. Push the floor away, pull up through the core. Okay, on your next exhale, knees down, bottom back child. Take a stretch there, so just hold the pose, sigh out, breathe. Okay, lift the head, lift the heart, look up towards your hands, bend your elbows, and then we take it down one last time, chin, chest, up, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes under, down dog. And then from there, I want you to start to walk your hands back, and then you can soften through your knees. Make sure that your feet are at that hip distance stance here. Curl into a little ball. Exhale. Inhale. Take the fingertips to the shins. So you're coming back into that flat back with straight legs. Take an inhale. And then this time as you exhale, I want you to hinge forward from your hips, but hang the head, hang the arms without bending the knees. So we come into Uttanasana, into that standing forward bend. Really let your upper body be heavy here, stretching from the heels all the way to the back of the neck. And bend your knees and slowly ragdoll your body all the way up. Okay, and then once you have come up to standing, we're going to just take a few cleansing breaths. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, release. And again. And one more. And then take a big inhale, lift up. Draw the hands all the way up into a high namaste. And then exhale, take the hands down into prayer in front of the heart. Close your eyes and sigh out any last times that you would like to sigh right now. And just return to your natural breath. And then from here, take a moment to set an intention for how you would like to spend this day on earth. In what energy, not what are you going to do, but in what energy are you going to live today? So we often run around frantic or stressed. Can you move through the day with a different energy, with an energy of gratitude, of strength, of patience, of kindness, joy? What resonates for you right now? And set that intention into your heart, into your awareness, into your hands. And then gently bow, honoring your body, your light, your practice, and this earth. Thank you all for coming this morning. So that's it for our morning sessions for the week. But we do have, there is yoga on Zoom tonight. So feel free to book that on the website. And we are back in person on Saturday for the hip workshop at the community center. And back on Sunday as normal in the community center as well. So hopefully see you soon or see you next week online in the morning.